if they're like, I've got this weird looking spot. What are 5 things? What are the steps that people can take to get something checked?
Yeah. Well, kind of number 1 is go and see a specialist, because melanoma is such a random prick of a thing. It can be a white spot or like a pink spot or like a line in your nail, or I've had people write in saying they've found something on the sole of their feet or like in their hair. Someone even had one inside a uterus. So it's hectically random. Right. So number 1 is definitely get a check with a specialist, and maybe even get a second opinion, because people can miss stuff. So second is there's something called the ABCDE of melanoma, and it's a really easy guide. If you know your ABCDE, you should be able to get this. So, and I'll walk you through it if you've got time.
Yeah, we got as much time as you want.
So it's really, and it really, really helps if you want to check your partner, or if you notice something on your mate's back or something. So many people have found stuff because of this ABCDE thing. So it's basically A is symmetry. So if one side's different to the other.
Right.
B, if the border looks raggedy, like a pirate coastline.
Yeah.
Raggedy. B, border. And then C is colour. If there's like a couple of different colours in the same spot, that's a bit dodgy.
Yep.
And then, which segues into D, is diameter. If the diameter is more than, I think it's 5 mil,
right,
then like that's weird. And then E is evolution. So if something changes, so if you notice a spot change over time, or get a new color, or grow, or whatever, that's weird. And that's what happened to me. I had a little spot which I thought was a birthmark, and then I think after a surf trip in Fiji, it kind of got aggravated, and the hair in the middle of it fell out, and then it grew and got another color. And I had a skin check at Hamilton Island, and then got it whipped out, and they tested it as like early stage. So thankfully onto it. But and if you can check your partner as well, and make sure you keep an eye on stuff that change and pop up, and especially around the head and neck and shoulder.
Well, it's those little, like you said, those little areas that you don't expect it. You think about Bob Marley.
In between his toes.
Yeah.
And so many people have said like, I've got dark skin, I've got Mediterranean skin, I'm fine. And I'm like, no way. And the perfect example is Bob Marley died from melanoma.
Yeah.
So like, no one's really, no one's out of risk of this fucking thing. And sorry. And
we can swear on here, don't worry about it. No one's out of reach. It can get anyone, anywhere.
Yeah, and apparently 2/3 of all Australians will get some form of skin cancer.